हमारी मम्मा जो थी हमको एक पाठ पढ़ाया। बहनें तो बहुत इकट्ठे रहते थे ना, मम्मा नोट कराती थी। मानो कोई ने किसको थोड़ा बहुत तेज बोल दिया, किसकी नेचर होती है थोड़ा तेज बोलने का, किसकी होती है नॉर्मल बोलने का। तो थोड़ा क्रोध समझो आ गया, और जिसके ऊपर क्रोध किया वो भी मम्मा के पास गई और क्रोध वाली भी मम्मा के पास गई। तो क्रोध वाली को तो मम्मा कहती थी, देखो हमारा शिव बाबा प्यार का सागर, तो प्यार के सागर की बच्ची और क्रोध आ जावे ये आपको अच्छा लगता है? तुम्हारे में कभी भी मम्मा हमको गलती वाले को जोश से बोल करके समझावे, तुमने गलती की, क्यों की, क्या किया, ये नहीं। मम्मा पहले महिमा करती थी, बच्ची तुम तो बहुत अच्छी पुरुषार्थी है, तुम्हारे में ये गुण है। मम्मा जानती है आप क्या हो, कैसी हो। अरे इतने गुण होते हुए इतना बाबा मिला, ज्ञान मिला, बाकी छोटी सी गलती रह गई है, उसको मिटाना क्या बड़ी बात है? तुम हो कौन? पहले स्वमान दिलाती थी, कभी भी जाते हुए शिक्षा के ऊपर समझाने देवे ये नहीं करती थी। और मानो कोई क्रोधी गया और दूसरे जिसको क्रोध किया वो भी मम्मा के पास आता था, तो मम्मा पहले उसको चेक कराती थी। तो उसने क्रोध किया, बहुत खराब है, ठीक है, करना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि बाबा तो प्यार का सागर है, क्रोध तो नहीं होना चाहिए। लेकिन तुम जो मेरे पास आई हो, तुम्हारे को फीलिंग है कि इसने मेरा बुरा किया, इसने ये किया, इसने, तुम जो सुना रही हो मेरे को, रिपोर्ट दे रही हो, वो थोड़ा सा फीलिंग के आधार से दे रही हो। मम्मा बहुत किया ना, मम्मा थोड़ा तो आएगा ना। तो मम्मा कहती थी, देखो उनका क्रोध रंग है, लेकिन आपके जो फीलिंग है, मेरे ऊपर क्रोध किया, ये किया, फीलिंग से जो तुम मेरे पास आई हो वो राइट है। क्योंकि फीलिंग जो है वो तो दिल को और ही खराब कर देती है। हमारे में आपस में क्लास चलता था तो उसमें यही चलता था। तो फीलिंग जब मनुष्य को आती है ना दिल में, तो बिल्कुल फ्लू बुखार जैसी हालत होती। अगर फीलिंग मेरे में है ये ऐसी है, ये क्रोधी है, ये रंग किया, क्यों किया, क्या किया, तो जैसे फ्लू के बुखार में क्या होता है, खाना अच्छा लगता है, नींद आती है, परेशानी होती है। ऐसे फीलिंग जब कोई भी बात की आ गई तो फीलिंग एक फ्लू बुखार के समान है। तो मम्मा कहती थी, अभी सोचो कोई बंधा हुआ है रस्सी में और दूसरा भी बंधा हुआ है, तो बंधा हुआ बंधे हुए को छुड़ा सकता है? तो तुम्हारे में फीलिंग, उसमें क्रोध, आपका मानेंगी क्यों वो?
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today's step 30. The story of immortality. Madhuban, a moral of paradise. Creating a culture of love. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. everyone happy, okay, and lovely. Vyakti Parivar. Yeah, we almost finished the journey. We to reclaim self-sovereignty. I think that for all of us, it was really, really very interesting revision. Those new ones who have taken finished course and they just started Murli. There are many, many, right, who joining us. They must be feeling that how every aspect of knowledge was very, very clear. And especially we got one full day to practice during traffic control, Amrit Vela, and also writing chart at night time. And those who just began reading Murli, I think a lot of clarification was there. And souls like me, there are many 40 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years. I'm 65 years on this journey. I also, it was very good to look at one's own self and see where I am at as far as becoming victorious. Self sovereign is that the mind, the thoughts, whatever I create, elevated thoughts and thoughts of victory, and very, very clear about how to be sovereign, how to govern my mind, my intellect, and all my organs, sense organs. So one is able to observe and see that it is 90%, it's 80, or it's just few percentage more. And that is why when Baba says sometimes that you have never seen a college or school where people of all the age group, of course, age group in the sense could be since how long you had been studying, but also physically. Some are in 80s and some are 18, 28. So all the souls of different age group, we all can study together and our exam will be together. So some new ones think, how can we make it? Because we came so late and we don't have that much depth of knowledge, understanding, practice, or so will it be possible? I think once you all have joined the journey, and so Baba has to help us, and so these kinds of program, extra sustenance, helps us to gain whatever we haven't been able to because we came late. So all in all different ways, being together on this journey, like even in Lokik way, if you have to go to a pilgrimage place, let's say we have to go to Amarnath, right? You heard about it's a story of immortality, Amar Katha. So Amar Katha was spoken where? On the top of the mountain, very, very high. So let's say about 50 or 100 pilgrims, not only that, thousands actually go together. And on the way, there are a lot of difficulties because it's very, very cold, 18, 16,000 feet high. And then you start climbing, so body gets tired. But then those guides, I don't know how it is, but they make you take dip in the frozen water. And then, of course, people carry food, but how long it lasts. So it's a lot of physically very, very difficult. And But when it comes to time for uh, be there and take the vision of a big Shivalinga which is get created of snow, very, very high. So they look at that and then whatever little rituals they have to do it and then they return. But what I want to say that all made it, right? All those who could make it. Some couldn't because of physical challenges and some really returned back and they couldn't make it. But majority with the help of each other, cooperation, holding hand, sharing courage, let's go, it's not very far, we will make it, and then they make it. So same is like new ones, old ones, and everyone should be happy. Mm. Even new ones should be happy because you all are together with us, right? We are all together on journey. And that is where Brahma Baba shares so many stories and what kind of storms can come, why it is necessary to follow maryadas and why it is necessary to do service. No, everything Brahma Baba with his experience shares. And so even if our ancestor souls and Brahma Baba, they are not here with us, but they're still on journey with us. Right. Even they got accomplished, but they're waiting for us because we all have to return home together. So just feel that uh, Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba, ancestor souls, all yogis of 60 years, 40, 30, new ones. So the whole energy, all energy actually is that we are together traveling and we will be victorious. And I always remember, and recently when Baba said, those who have faith will be victorious. And he keeps using the word loving intellect. So I had been thinking a lot since then that loving intellect will be victorious. So that means when there are adverse situations or challenges or someone comes and start talking to you about all kinds of things, as Baba said today, don't listen, but still, but I maintain my loving intellect. Mm. Under all circumstances, I maintain loving intellect. That means you are victorious. But if you also subtly start getting doubt, I don't know if I will make it. Is it necessary to be so disciplined? Is it necessary to follow all maryadas? Maybe I can miss certain things or I can miss the study. It's the same only. I understand anyway everything. Very subtly. So loving intellect, that means somewhere the love is reducing. But if I just maintain loving intellect and I could follow, that we definitely win. There is victory, loving intellect at the time of destruction. But all this, what powers I'm accumulating, is definitely for the time of destruction. These days now, with COVID, so many, we thought Baba's children, they have guarantee, they have security. But even today I got the news that two main teachers left body in India. So many, many main teachers, brothers are leaving body. So we know that time of destruction. But then again, if I at this time seeing all this happening, oh, Baba had guaranteed, no children, nothing will happen. So why this is happening? Why this brother is leaving body? This sister, again, these are doubts, right? So again, my enthusiasm or love could decrease any time or calamities come. No, majority we hear always like how we are victorious and nothing happened to Baba's children. But also, yes, sometimes we notice, especially now these days, a lot is happening. So what one has to do? Keep loving intellect so that I can be victorious. So sovereign and sovereignty mm, is really connected with victory. If there is victory, then you move along, and then Baba helps you to be sovereign, because there is a saying in India, Man jeete jagat jeet. If you have been able to be victorious over mind, you claim victory over the world. And that's what the golden age, all the masters there, king, queen, emperor, empress, so they have become victorious. So there is joy, happiness, harmony, nature in harmony, everything because of victory. So that means even like yesterday, when Dadi Gulzar or no, Dadi Prakashwari said that consider even sickness as the guest, right? So everyone says, so do I have to, when I'm serious, do I have to go through this? We shouldn't see that way. But the matter, your body and the matter, nature will also take tests, right? So I have to pass in that also, so that nature also become then subservient to me. In golden age, how the nature is completely gives happiness, abundance, and no calamities like we have here, because it's satoguni nature. No, so everything what happens in our life on a physical level is where I need to be victorious. Once you are victorious, it's not a big thing, right? If you have passed a test paper once, then I pass, right? So it's very easy. I know next time if it's same, doesn't happen. Generally, it doesn't happen. It has to be different. Mm. Or what Dadi Gulzar explained. Someone is forceful or angry. After some time, okay, I have to remain my self-respect. I have to remain peaceful. Maybe this is test paper for me. I have to pass with honor. So every situation, mm, I have to remind myself, I have to be victorious. I have to be, especially as she said, our feelings, they are very important. Mm. Because when feelings are not good, she said it's like you feel sick. You don't want to do anything. You feel tired, but we have to overcome all that. And as much we keep doing it, loving intellect, victorious, consistent, and reminding myself it's another paper, it will be over. And it's temporary, it will be over. So it begins with the self first, lot of internally, it takes a lot of time, no, internally to have that faith and love to maintain it. Then it comes in relationships while doing service. So many different sanskar situation, and then it comes from the matter. But as you keep becoming conqueror, victorious, self-sovereign, everything start not only serving you, uh, but it starts serving all the time. Any thought then you have is such a beautiful creation. So I think that it's very, very interesting journey. And we are happy that thousands of us are doing together just to experience. And some of us, we are together, we can see each other. But there are many, many who, yesterday one sister was sharing, I even didn't know that she listens, and she said, the change in her life, her thinking was so much. So I'm sure there are many of us join for this journey of immortality. Listening to the story of immortality, we call it in Hindi Amar Katha. Lord of Immortal, sharing the story of Immortal for us to claim not only immortality but self-sovereignty. Because always remember, we began our journey with self-sovereignty, right? And then this whole cycle, we were on journey, and now we call it return journey. That means the way we began. So we began journey, and now we are about to complete journey. So tonight we should be looking at it, and it's not that all of us will feel that, oh, I did it completely perfect, but at least now you know where you need some more attention, where you need to be more disciplined. So keep aim, every one of you, to make it 100% or complete. I think it's very, very important, because Sadhguru Baba, I was thinking today that who is first, father, teacher, or Sadhguru? Then suddenly I realized that Sadhguru is first, because he created yajna for us. He created yajna so that we can offer ourselves, our services or wealth, or surrender ourselves for service. It's yajna. No, in yajna you sacrifice. And then he becomes father, creates family. Then he becomes teacher, create a university. So father, first is really yajna, right? Then is family. And then becomes a university. So Baba Sadhguru has given us chance to sacrifice or offer ourselves, whatever we can offer. Then we know that that brings sovereignty to us, not only self-sovereignty, but then we claim high status in golden age, claim that sovereignty also. So I'm sure it needs a lot of thinking, and you might have to go back and see where I am at journey. But we definitely were blessed that we all together could do this journey. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So it was a wonderful sharing by Didi, and as you all know that we are today 30th of May, so we are almost end of the month, right? So it was wonderful month with the story of immortality. I'm sure you all enjoyed a lot. We still have one more day to go, and yes, lots of appreciation and experiences, and we really appreciate if you share those experiences on our website. And just to remind you all, today we will have dance, right? Awake the joy dance. So please stay back with us. And before we start our today's journey, we would like to introduce our next month series. Month of June is month of Mama. So let's see what's new we are doing today. I mean next month.
Smriti Swarup, the embodiment of awareness. Let us take a step of wisdom towards our perfect and complete stage by understanding the journey of our four ancestor souls. Dadi Janki, Didi Manmohini, Dadi Gulzar, and our beloved Mama. In this auspicious month of June, we welcome you to experience powerful inner state of awareness and become Smriti Swarup with Avyakti Parivar.
Om Shanti. So I'm sure you like the topic, right? Smriti Swarup. And of course, we had to become like our ancestor souls. So it will be a wonderful journey together again in month of June. So please welcome yourself as well as you can welcome other BKs, Baba's children, who can join to be with us for this journey month of June, Smriti Swarup. So this video is a promo video which will be available. We will send you an email, the link, and also it will be on our YouTube channel. So please share with all Baba's children who can take benefit. Okay, so now let's start our journey. I would like to invite our two angels. Welcome.
Step 30, creating a culture of love.
The Father asks if I'm pleased that the formal part of my study is over and that I have had the chance to visit Madhuban. I am, of course, grateful for all I have experienced and learned, but I feel a small wave of concern. On the very first day I arrived at the mysterious door, I wondered if it was possible that I could lose my access to this confluence age and find myself back in the Iron Age with no idea of where the door was through which I entered. He tells me that it is all in my own hands, that if I follow Srimat and practice Raj Yoga as a part of my daily life, then I will find myself in his constant companionship. He smiles and looks at me with eyes filled with love. He reminds me, I do not need to stay here to be with him. My heart stops for a moment. I have not been thinking about returning to my ordinary life, and I tell him so.
No matter where you come from, once you enter the gates of Madhuban, you are a resident of Madhuban. Therefore, all residents of Madhuban have easily become embodiments of remembrance. Madhu means honey, and Ban means forest, the forest of honey. The nature of Madhuban is of sweetness and love. In Madhuban, you laugh, dance, and sing. You enjoy yourselves very much here. The Father is also pleased to see the children enjoying themselves. Love attracts everyone towards the Father. Madhavan attracts all the children because here you live practically as God's family. Madhavan is like an ocean of love. There is an unlimited flow of love from hearts that are big, generous, and open. It is the place where children are merged in love, in the love of the Comforter of Hearts. And the Father, the Comforter of Hearts, is merged in the love of the children. It is love that gives the children spiritual birth. And it is love that sustains them. In Madhavan, everything operates and is sustained by the power of love. In this land of love, children become lost in love. Love is constantly radiated from the sparkle in the children's drishti and the beauty of their smile. They take that love with them as they return to their service places. Madhavan is the lighthouse and might house. The light of the lighthouse falls on all souls. People of the world are affected by the waves generated in this land. The vibrations of Madhavan are spreading everywhere.
It is time to return to the world so that the world can return to its original pure state. I look at my friend one last time and thank him silently with my eyes before I stand up to begin my return journey. I know that I will return to Madhavan in the future to take the sustenance of this magical place. And I know that I never need to be away from him for even a moment. I arrive back at the magical door that I stepped through many days ago. I open it and step through the door, slip on my shoes, and begin to make my way back to the world and the elevated task that lies ahead.
So we'd like to invite Sister Mira to come with and join us.
Om Shanti, sisters, and Mohini Didi, and everybody. So nice to be back.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Welcome. So, Mira, we all know that when we come back from Madhavan, it's sort of like a recalibration, a readjustment, as if we've gone off in a rocket ship, we've gone away and we come back into the world.
Yeah.
So it would be nice this evening if you could share with us, what you've learned about integrating into your practical life, what you've brought back from Madhavan. whatever you've brought back with you, and how you've done that, how you've been able to do that. So maybe you could share a little bit about that for us.
Just as in the story, love, I mean, the kinds of love that we experience in Madhuban and from Baba, I mean, actually it doesn't limit to Madhuban, but, I experienced that love in my first visit I shared. So, when we have these special experiences, the two things I think we have in mind: how can I maintain this in the future, in the place where I live? And also, how can I share it with others? Because it's such a nice experience. And whenever we feel something and experience something good, naturally we feel we have to, share it with somebody. So, in that sense, whatever I experienced in Madhuban, the Madhuban that was created by God, Baba. So then how everything is done in Madhuban, and that's based on Baba's teachings. That's Srimad, and we can call it Maryadas, or, lifestyle, different words we can use. But the more I can follow the Srimad and these disciplines accurately, the more I can maintain within myself, for myself first, those experiences, and also I can share it naturally with others. So, in my case, it took some time, of course, but over the years, I really made the Brahmin lifestyle, the timetable of the day form. So starting from early morning meditation, Amripela, and studying Murli every day, and then doing the traffic control throughout the day, and finishing the day with meditation. So this basic, the lifestyle or timetable of the day, I think that's the way to integrate my experience, good experience in Madhuban, with my day-to-day life. So that way I can share with others. And, if today's Murli, we are ahead. So the 31st Murli, Baba talks about story of immortality and how centers are the greatest pilgrimage place. So it's like, preparing for, like, getting ready for this interview, I really felt Baba, it's so accurately aligned with what we do in our everyday life. Baba is there, and everything fits. And especially at the center, I feel that, some people make it to Madhuban and some people haven't for various reasons. And some people are new, so they couldn't make it to Madhuban. So the centers are the place that they can have access to the kinds of love or the atmosphere of, harmony and everything that what Madhuban means. So, we do our best to copy Madhuban. Of course, Madhuban cannot be anywhere else. Only Madhuban is one place. But we try to copy it the best we can, the best way we can. So create that atmosphere and purity and that love that we experienced. And that's all based on, like, the timetable. I mean, over the years, it becomes more and more clear. The more I follow accurately what Baba says and tells us to do, that's the shortcut. And that's the way to make everything happen.
Yeah, that's very, very, very beautiful sharing, and so true, that coming back, that the gift we bring back with us, we bring to the center, we bring to the family. And eventually, all of us in the centers are working toward create our mini Madhuban experience for someone to come to. And it's such a gift, that we can give to the world. In some Murlis, I remember Baba saying each of our homes need to become that. We have to make our homes into heaven, but our centers, of course, too, are the example for everyone who's coming to Baba. So very beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing here. It's been pure delight to have you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to share and to have the feeling of really, in one place, in Zoom space or Zoom Dam or whatever we call it. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mira. It was so eloquently put. And I was just, as you were speaking about the timetable, I was remembering when I first went to Madhuban, in the courtyard in that area, I think it was by the history hall, they have the timetable so clearly written about the lifestyle, and that bringing that timetable and making it firm is what creates the vibrations and what creates these mini Madhubans. So beautifully spoken. Thank you so much for your sharing.
Thank you.
And so our quest for tomorrow, as we say, we're almost at the end. And so our quest for tomorrow at the godly dawn at Amrit Vela, in the silent flow of love, my heart opens. I become lost in God's love. In the silent flow of love, my heart opens and I become lost in God's love. As we travel through the day, I catch the light from the powerhouse of Madhuban. So through the day, we will be catching the light from the powerhouse of Madhuban. And at the end of our day, as we traveled together on this journey towards self-sovereignty, what has been your main learning or your transformational high point? So we've been on this journey, coming to the end of the journey. So what has been your high point or your transformational learning point on this journey? And so again, you can write down 8 words or choose one word and draw a picture around that for your nightly reflection. Om Shanti, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, which will be the last day. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much. And special thank you to Sister Mira. It was wonderful having you for 3 days. And of course, thank you to Sister Julia and Sister Rita. Also, want to request everyone, if you had been doing this little drawing or putting together some pictures after doing your homework, we would love to receive an email. We would like to collect them. And so please do send us in avyaktiparivar@gmail.com. It would be wonderful to have those. Thank you. And yes, tomorrow is the last day, but we will have something very special. So please don't miss it. Okay. Now let's remember Baba. And tomorrow is 31st of May. Please be with us. We'll be having nice transition from one series to another series and something special new also we would like to announce. So please be with us tomorrow. See you tomorrow, but let's remember Baba first. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. So it's holiday. So I'm sure you all will be with us. Let's remember Baba. Take drishti, share drishti, and start your videos.
Good night. Om Shanti, everyone. Keep happy. Baba says always super sense joy. Keep singing, dancing, right? Om Shanti, good night. And Moraben, thank you. Columbia family also, thank you. Om Shanti, good night.